This one trick can pay off a retiree's mortgage. Yes, sir. One trick. And you got to stay to the end of the video to find out what that one trick is. Promo code gold and Bitcoin. Anyway, so I was talking to this guy today. We'll call him Phil. Phil from PA. Puxatawny Phil. And Phil and his better half, we'll call her Jill. Phil and Jill. All right, so Phil and Jill are in Pennsylvania. And they did something that was fantastic. I said, dude, crushing. They're crushing. All right, so they got a mortgage they took out. And Phil is 65. Yeah, he just turned 65, so just started Medicare. Part A. He's still on. His wife is still working, still on her health insurance. She's 64. And then when she hits 65, she'll hang up the boots. All right, so they got a mortgage. They took out a mortgage in 2021 when interest rates are low at 2 3/8. 2 3/8 is 2.375. We'll get into this here in just a second. So they took out a $308,000 mortgage in 2021 at 2 3/8, and their monthly payment just, what are you doing, baby? Their monthly payment, just principal and interest, is $11.97 a month, right? Because they did a 30-year note, all right? Now they're 3 years into it. Now we're in 2024. They got $296 left on the balance. All right, so $296,000 left. Interesting. So I said, so what they did is they took. I'm going to show you what they did. They went to, and it won't be exact what I'm showing you, but pretty doggone close. They went to immediateannuities.com, immediateannuities.com. Serving 30,000 clients online since 1996. Were you actually serving clients online in 1996? ImmediateAnnuities.com. Really? I like Immediate Annuities, but I remember USA didn't even have a website. You had to go through AOL until about 1998. And when I was at USA, I went, I was 3 years at USA. But then I went to Vanguard. I think Vanguard just started having their web presence, because I remember I was on the tech support side. I got bored of just talking about the mutual funds all the time, so I went to tech support, and that was horrible, man. We even have 256 encryption back then. I forgot what we had. I can't remember, but it was crazy, man. That was like literally when the internet just started. Isn't that nuts? Crazy. It's in our lifetimes. Before then, there was no internet. I tell people all the time, when I was growing up, hello, we pick up the phone, there'd be Grandma frickin' Jones sit on there talking to Mildred down the street. Yeah, Mildred, did you see what those Sonnies did today? And you're like, Grandma Jones, this is, can I use a phone? Because we had these things called party lines, a party line. Grandma Jones like, I'm trying to talk to Mildred. I said, but Grandma Jones, man, you guys are just yapping. And can I just get the line? I gotta call my girlfriend in Portland. She goes, just give me a second, Sonny. And then she saw the kids today. And so then I'd call my girlfriend in Portland and it'd be silence. And because I was what, 7th grade or something like that. It's so stupid. You just sit there quiet. Did you say something? No, I didn't say something. You say something? No. You're like, okay, we're just sitting there. I didn't have anything to say. It was like, dude. And someone else would pick up the phone. Can I use the phone? You guys aren't talking. I'm like, oh, okay. All right, I gotta go. Click. Yeah, I wasn't the player. I wasn't the player I am now. Trust me, I'm nothing but a player. I guess if I was a player, my wife would be getting frisky, and that ain't happening. So I guess I'm still not much of a player. Oh, boy. Oh, Josh, when are you going to learn? All right, so we go to immediateannuities.com. I got to tell you a story. I'm sorry. So when I was in the Army, we went, you had to go to Canada to drink, because if you weren't 21, you couldn't drink. And if you were 19, you could drink in Ottawa. If you're 18, you could drink in Kingston. All right, so Kingston, Ontario is just right over the bridge. Ottawa's up there, so Ottawa is the capital of Canada. You had to be 19. So we'd go to Kingston, and I was young. I mean, I went in the Army. I was like just turned 18. So I was young, but all my friends were 19. So we'd go to Ottawa, and I couldn't drink. You know what I'm saying? Couldn't even go to bars. But there was one bar you could go to, but I couldn't drink in there. Anyway. So we're sitting there at some dance bar, and I hated dance bars. But anyway, there's some freaking hot Canadian chick, and I point at her, and I said, come join me on the dance floor. She said, me? Yes. Dude, she was smoking. She came join me on the dance floor. I did my moves, and she proceeded to walk away. I said, damn, I should have just said, come talk. Just rocked my boat and rocked my world, dude. I said, man, I am not a player. That's just a fact. The first time I tried to kiss my wife, I said, can we get a smooch? You know what she did? She went like this to the side. Not a player. All right, so we're 5 minutes in this video. I haven't talked about what I want to talk about. Sorry. Not really all that sorry. It's fun for me to reminisce on my days of my lack of playing. All right, so we're taking, Patuxi and Phil. Patuxi, whatever his name is, male. He lives in PA. got $296,000 on a mortgage. We're going to start his annuity in a month, and then we're going to take his wife, his better half, at 64. I'll talk about. We call her Jill, right? Phil and Jill, Bill and Jill, yeah, Phil and Jill, and there they are. They look a whole lot older than 65 and 64. So then we're going to hit get my quote. All right, so let's check this out. And we're going to do like this. And we're going to load more annuity quotes. And we're just going to do a 25-year period certain because they got 27 years left. And their monthly payment is $11.97. And this pays $17.24. So then what we're going to do, $17.24, I'm going to just put it up here. And what period cert means, it means it stops after 25 years. So they're going to get 300 payments of $17.24. They're going to put $296 in. And they're going to get 300 payments of $17.24. So 300 times $17.24. They'll get 517,000. No, I can't do it right. Is that right? 325 payments? Yeah, because 25 payments. Yeah, 25 payments at $17.24 a month. They're putting in, that's what they're going to get, 517,000. That's a freaking smoking deal, man. All right, so anyway. All right, so they're going to get 517,000 over 25 years, and that stops. And they're going to get $17.24 a month. Their monthly payment on principal and interest is $11.97. They got 27 years left on that. So we got 27 years, 27 times 12. I don't know what that is. That's 324 times 11.97. They're going to pay $387. All right, so they're going to pay $388,000. So what they can do here is they can say, look, we're going to take that annuity. And we're going to pay $17.24 a month. All right, so $17.24 a month. $17.24 is our payment. Our current balance is $296. All right. Our future value is 0. Our interest rate is 2.375. And they'll have that guy paid off in. That's not right. Oops. Hold on a second. 2.375. They'll have that guy paid off in 210 payments. They'll have paid us 17.5 years. 17.5 years. And then they'll have another, that's going to be 27 minus 25. They'll have another 7.5 years, 7.5 times 12, 90 payments at $17.24 a month. They'll get another $155,000 of income on top of that. And then the mortgage will be paid off. All for taking $296,000. Now you could say, why don't they just take the $296 and pay the whole thing off outright? Well, because of tax consequence. I mean, if you took $296 out of an IRA, you're going to get walloped in tax. Don't do that. So here they just transfer it to an annuity, and they're going to get the money at $17.24. It'll all be taxable as income, mind you. And so you got to calculate some taxes. Even if you had a 15% tax rate, which seems pretty high to me, but let's just do that minus 15%. There's still going to be 17.24 minus 15%. Yeah, still going to give them almost $1,500 a month, well above their principal and interest, and they don't have to worry about it. So they locked away $296,000. Their mortgage is now done. They don't have to, they're still paying a mortgage. Don't get me wrong, but they don't have to worry about it. And that annuity will pay them for 25 years. It won't pay them for 26. It won't pay them for 20. It'll pay them for 25. And if they die before 25 years are over, guess what? Their heirs, their 2 kids, get the remainder for whatever the remaining of the term. 25. We know for a fact. Someone in that family is going to get $517,000 off a $296,000 investment without any market risk at all. And we say, okay, we're going to drop the annuity in. We're going to get $17.24 a month. We're going to use that to pay off the mortgage. We're going to pay off the mortgage faster if they want, or they just make monthly payments, either however they want to do it. And then we're going to, obviously got to pay tax on that because when you pull money out, it's taxable, but it's not as taxable as a one lump sum. It's a great strategy, dude. Great. And in fact, if we take, I wonder if this tells us what an IRR is on here. I bet it doesn't. Let's see. Does it tell us what our IRR is? Yeah, the cap. No, don't say our IRR, but look, payout rate is 7%, dude. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to say 296 is our present value. How do I do that again? Do I get, hold on a second. IRR 4.96. So we take our 296 is our present value. Our payment is 1724 plus minus. So you put a minus there. Our future value is 0. 300 is n, the number of payments. Compute IY, interest rate, and that's 4.96 is our IRR. So a 6.99% payout ratio, which is not the same as withdrawal rate. Someone made a mistake in getting a 7% withdrawal rate on their annuity. It's not a withdrawal rate, it's a payout ratio. Part of that is going to be return of principal, and a part of that is the income you get. But actually, the interest rate in this case, the IRR, internal rate of return, is 4.96. Dude, you kidding me? Slam dunk if you ask me, man. And then no risk. You don't have to worry about it. No market, 4%, nothing. You're just like, I'm done. After 25 years, the whole thing's done. But so isn't your mortgage. I love your thoughts, man. But annuities, like, look at all these people with the negatives on their annuities. It's crazy to me. Let me check this out. See some of the comments on here. It's crazy. Let's see. There's a couple. The Schwab, the dividend is better in my opinion than an annuity. And that's fine. Yeah, that's silly to compare the two, but it's okay. This guy says, nope, not turning my money over to anyone but me. Okay. That's fine again. But right here, where's the and this guy said, Michael Lewis, I look at the SPIA as a 6% withdrawal rate, and that's right. He said, no, it's not a withdrawal rate. I want to show you something right here, though. Then this guy says, annuities only work when enough money is to put into the annuity. That literally doesn't make any sense at all. There's other comments on here, but I'm not seeing right here. Right here, Bill Carlson. I'll never understand why people will give up control of their money to an insurance company. Bill thinks he has control of his money. That's what's funny here. He's going to put in the stock market, the bond market, as if he has control of his money. It makes no sense to me. The whole idea, like, oh yeah, you have control. Yeah, you're not the whims of the people of anybody else. It's just, I mean, it's fine. I don't care what Bill Carlson does with his money, but the idea that Bill's in control of his money, huh? Come on, man. It's all speculation at the end of the day. But it's 11 people agree with him. Then this guy says, insurance company got to make money off your money. That's what cute humor. Come on, dude. You've been around for a long enough time. If you haven't been educated on annuities from this channel, I don't know what to tell you. The insurance company makes enough to pay the bills. That's a fact. No one's arguing that. But what happens with an annuity is the people who die early fund the payments of the people who die later. That's called pooling the risk. I'm risking my money with you, with that guy, with that guy. We're pooling the risk. So the risk as a general, the population is lessened to each person because we're all pooling our risk. And that's just how it works, man. Does the insurance company make money? Absolutely. They doggone better make money, or else they won't have high credit ratings, and they won't be guaranteed to pay off the income stream that they're promised. But at the end of the day, where you're pooling risk, you're spreading the risk out, which means you're taking less risk. Inherently, with Social Security, it's just less risk. It also means there's less upside too, mind you. But when we're retired, upside isn't what we're shooting for so much. Somebody, I don't get the allure of giving an insurance company money, or anyone for that matter, a large sum of my money so they can kick it back to me in the smaller increments like I'm a child. And before Josh says, well, Social Security or pension, I'll pick my date to maximize the lump sum, and Social Security had no choice. Again, because the lump sum, you're not turning over your money to anybody. You are managing it. I'm investing in SCHD. I am managing. Okay. That's the fact. They don't build those big buildings with you winning the game. I think investments have big buildings too. I'm just throwing it out there. Penelope makes a good point here. I was actually looking for a way anyway, but then we got Mark Austin. I would have very difficult time surrendering control of my money to an insurance company for a financial product that basically amounts to a depreciating asset. Well, it's not I guess you could say it's a depreciating asset when you factor inflation. I get that. That's not a bad point, actually. But in this case, given that we're paying off the mortgage, I guess you could say take a mortgage too, because a mortgage is a depreciating asset. So you could literally say the bank, you should go borrow from the bank, Mark Austin. Why? Because the bank's loaning you money today, knowing full well that their loan is depreciating. So they're going to loan you the money, and they're going to depreciate their asset. And yet banks have their names on Wells Fargo down here in Atlanta and whatnot. They're loaning to you as a depreciating asset too. And you can say, well, there's collateral on your loan. Okay, well, there's collateral on the annuity too. That's the collateral is your life expectancy. So these things got to work. This guy, since I have some form of annuities with cost living adjustments, I fear of running out of money or can't budget. Anyway, so there was another guy in here who said, who was this other guy? I was laughing, man. Was it on this comment? He was saying, I'm getting paid big time on my annuities. Yeah, it's right here. Dude makes 4 to 10% upfront in annuity commission. That's why he's pushing it. So we always got Bill Carlson and Jeff and Diane here. Jeff and Diane, was it Jeff and Diane? What's that song go? Jeff and Diane by John Cougar, or whatever that clown's name was. Oh, I cannot stand John Cougar. What a sanctimonious, I can't stand that guy. Jeff and Diane. So Jeff and Diane Dude makes 4%, 4 to 10% up front of annuity commission. That's why he's pushing it. And Vaughn says he doesn't sell anything. He doesn't manage people's money. Bruce says the first time he ever watched the dude before, obviously, come on, Josh, the most honest man. Nobody gets 4 to 10% commission on SPIA. That's why insurance agents don't push them at the free chicken. Yeah, 100%, dude. You don't. No one. The insurance guys don't push SPIAs because there's not 4 to 10%. I think the commission is about 3%, if even that, maybe 2. But I said, I make that kind of commission. Where's my money then? Because just so stupid, dude. I'd ban that guy because I mean, literally, to be that silly is worth banning, but it's good comedy. It's good comedy for me. I enjoy very much laughing at the silliness of some of these people here. And look, you don't have to agree, but someone else in here said, maybe he deleted his comment. Somebody else said it was stupid. Like, you're basically saying you're dumb to do an annuity. Let's see. Who was the other guy who said that? Someone else said that you're stupid. Maybe he deleted his comment. But yeah, I don't. Maybe it wasn't on this video. Maybe it was on the video I did the other. Yes, no, it was. I could have sworn on this video. Anyway, either way, curious if Josh's audience is the type I imagine they are: independent, self-confident planners, market risk tolerant within reason, unlikely to give up to control an insurance company. Am I wrong, dude? My people are all over, man, all over. I get lots of different people. I hate the what's the word I'm looking for? Aggrandize, whatever it is, where they're like self-congratulatory, like, I will never do anything. I'm keeping it myself. And they turn around and invest. I just find that funny. You don't have to do an annuity. I don't care. Do whatever the hell you want. I don't care. But to just turn off income annuities as a incompetent fool's way of making money is just silly to me. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. We can argue all day long on variable annuities, on whatever the other ones are called, not even deferred annuities, fixed deferred annuities, but the other ones, indexed annuities. SPIAs, literally, income annuities are what Social Security and pensions are. It's just a fact. And if you sit there and say, I'm taking control of my pension as I invest it into the stock market, okay, you're truly in control, aren't you? All right. Love your thoughts. God bless. We'll see you.